I've spent years living inside limits I didn't even realize I agreed to. This series is me unraveling them, slowly, honestly, and without a script. It's messy, it's uncomfortable, but it's the closest I've ever been to myself.
Welcome to night 3 in this small vehicle. There's something that's so magical about having to shut off all your technology. It's truly a gift. Living in a small vehicle, living in any vehicle to be quite honest, your schedule is very sporadic. I mean, you don't know what you're doing in an hour from now. You don't know where you're sleeping. You don't know a lot of things. And so I started to feel very overstretched, overstimulated, and I could tell that if I didn't say something, I was going to push away and or get resentful. What I'm learning is that every time something comes up like that, it's an opportunity to speak your voice, to stand up for your needs and place a boundary. I talked to him, and of course he understood. Every time I speak my mind, my desires, my truth, that it doesn't lead to chaos. In fact, it deepens the relationship. And I'd done a lot of work on this in the cabin in Andorra. The first time that this showed up in my life was 4th grade. I raised my hand and I asked, "Can I go to the restroom?" He says no. I raise my hand again a couple minutes later and I say, "Please, can I go to the bathroom?" He says no, and he talks to the whole class. "You're not going to disturb me. You're going to let me get through this lesson." I pee my pants. I don't want to ever step foot in that school again. I'm humiliated. And at that point in time, and it seems so silly. I know it seems silly, but at that point in time, that's when I created the belief that I would live the rest of my life through. That my needs and my desires don't matter. And when I express them, I'm a bother. And not only that, but sometimes if I speak up, I might be humiliated. And then that was just compounded through my life. As a child, I remember going to my girlfriend's homes, hanging out with people. I would never ask to use the restroom. I would hold it in. I would not drink water. My poor body was dehydrated for years because I was too nervous to ask to go to the bathroom anymore. Showed up in everything from this YouTube video. Don't speak your truth, you might be humiliated. But we have a choice. Once we become aware, we cannot unsee. I have forgiven myself for taking on that truth. I've forgiven myself for self-abandonment time and time again. And now I get the opportunity to create a fuller life. And that full life means believing that my wants and my needs and my desires matter. And that speaking them doesn't have to lead to chaos. It can lead to wholeness. Welcome to day 3 of Limitless Lifestyle in an SUV traveling the southern part of Spain. You want to see where I'm at? Welcome to day 5. I Has something ever been so beautiful to you that you just tear up a little bit? There's just moments like this, and it usually happens with sunrises and sunsets where there's no doubt in my mind that there is something greater than all of us. That we're alive another day. We made it. We made it. We're alive. What are you gonna do with this day, huh? I'm gonna make the most of it. I'm gonna enjoy the Spanish countryside. I'm gonna enjoy a workout, moving my body. I'm gonna really soak up that hot shower. Even if it's cold, I'm gonna soak it up. I'm gonna enjoy just running water and soap. I'm gonna appreciate the way I smell after that. Clean clothes. It's gonna be a good day. I hope you take a moment to appreciate the small things. When you live in a vehicle, you have to get out of the vehicle to make the bed, put things away, which brings me to why I prefer camp spots like this versus the city, because I can relax. I can open the door. I can, like last night I watched the sunset with the back hitch open, and it was absolutely fantastic. That's another thing, living in a small vehicle versus a van with a fridge, and that's bougie. Here I have a cheap $5 foam cooler. The ice lasts a couple days, which is honestly fine. I hate the sound of my refrigerator in the van. It's so annoying. I sleep so much better when I can shut it off. I don't actually mind the cooler, but it just means that I've been eating peanut butter sandwiches for a week straight. I definitely prefer the van, I won't lie. I am a homebody, like I prefer my home to feel like a home. And the car isn't bad. I'm getting used to it, but it's not super comfortable. If you are going to rent a vehicle and do what I'm doing, I recommend that you make sure the seats can lay completely flat. These ones are slightly elevated and I can feel it in my back. And so it leads me to kind of like sleeping curled down in a little ball. Welcome to day 6 of living in a vehicle. I definitely prefer forest spots like this because it just gets me out of the vehicle first thing in the morning to then watch things like this. I never thought I would show up on video with no makeup on, and here every video that I make is me with no makeup on. Whatever, you get my authentic self, you know? I can tell that my skin is really starting to bother me. I was taking spironolactone for 6 months, and then I got the stomach flu or food poisoning, I'm not sure which. I think it was the stomach flu. And I decided, I felt a lot better. Even though I had the stomach flu, I was actually able to sleep all night without having to wake up and go pee 5 times. And I didn't realize how much that was really impacting my life, having to go to the bathroom literally all the time, until I went a couple days off of it. And then I was like, well, I'm going to be living in an SUV traveling Spain for a couple weeks. Like, I do not want to have to worry about that. And then I was worried about when I got home and I'm spending more time with my boyfriend and staying the night at his house for the first night and having to worry about waking him up. And so then I just decided, okay, I'm going to not take it for, you know, a couple more days at least, and I'll see how I feel and I'll go from there. But I could use the ability to hydrate more, and now I've been off of it for a week. To help intermittently, I got prescribed DUAC. It's an antibiotic mixed with benzoyl peroxide, and you put it on your skin. And so I'm doing that once a night, and it's like my skin has been really itchy and red where there is hormonal acne. Acne is so annoying, especially as someone in your mid-30s now. It's like, come on. I just hope that my cystic acne doesn't come back to the point. There's been times where it's been so painful, but I believe that the body has the ability to heal itself. And I think that not being in a life that didn't feel like mine and stepping into alignment, I'm very curious to see what this does for my health long term. And I'm really actually quite glad I'm not taking spironolactone anymore. I'm nervous about it all coming back and being painful and getting worse again. But the ability to sleep, the not having to stress about where's going to be the next bathroom and when and who am I going to be with and is this going to be embarrassing? Whew, that's a relief. And then I think about it and I'm like, I haven't been drinking any more than I was when I was taking spironolactone, but I'm peeing far less. So now it's like, well, what's my body doing with that water that it wasn't able to do with that water before? That's a little concerning to me. This is day 7 of sleeping in a van. Are you ready? Oh my gosh. How nice is this? This is what I'm waking up to. This is absolutely incredible. I'm so grateful to be here right now. And I look a little haggard, but it doesn't matter because I'm happy. Set up the Starlink and I'm just gonna post my YouTube video right now. Here we go. I do want to say one thing while this loads. I felt so rich today. I got done getting food and my stomach was hurting. So I went for a walk and I was like, you know what? I really want to just stop in this park and lay down in the grass. And I did, and it was absolutely incredible, and I've never felt more free in my life. Just being able to watch the birds, the bugs interact as they flew past me. Being able to do what I want and not be in a hurry. People always ask me, couldn't you do both? Especially since you're unsure of exactly what you're doing. Couldn't you do both? Couldn't you have stayed at your corporate job and done this? I did that. I did that for a while. And I couldn't do it anymore. Because there's something that happens when you try and mismatch your energy. Try and do it all. You don't do anything good at that point in time. And something happens too when you have to fight for something. And there's no other choice but to succeed or fail. And I wanted to give myself that. I'm proud of who I am for the first time in my life, okay? I'm proud of the values that I live by. I'm proud of what I'm choosing in my life. I'm proud of how I'm not self-abandoning myself anymore. I'm proud that I'm going inwards and discovering things that I need to heal and actively attempting to heal them. I'm not perfect. By all means, I am not perfect. I don't have it all figured out. I don't have anything figured out. but I'm trying. I'm like giving it my full intentional try, which I think is more than most people can say. And I'm not just doing it for myself, I'm doing it to hopefully inspire other people to realize they can do the same thing. We're at 64%. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm not really, I'm nervous. This is a big step for me to post this YouTube video. One, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, there's so many people out there that are better at vlogging than I am. I don't know where to put B-roll. I don't know how to do audio. I don't know how to do any of it. But I believe in what I'm talking about. I believe in humanity. I believe in talking about the things that people don't want to talk about. I believe in sharing our story. I think it gives other people permission to step into their story. That's how my healing has all taken place in my life. And I believe that I am worthy of this life that I am trying to create. Terrified. So terrified. I don't know where it's gonna go. I don't know if I will be successful or not. From my past experiences, it would say, yes, you are. You are a hard worker. You are motivated. You are driven. You have achieved everything you've ever put your mind to. Kind of. I never got my pro card in bodybuilding, but I tried. And I did get pretty close. I probably could have gotten it if I had continued to want it, but I didn't continue to want it because it seemed silly and not healing after a while. I have trust. I have faith. I believe in my voice. I believe that my voice has a right to be heard. And I'm so scared to publish this because I'm so scared to let people see me in the mess. It's easy to let people see you in the I've succeeded, I'm successful. It's harder to let them see you in the I don't have it figured out stage. It's published.
Living inside limits I didn't even realize I agreed to. This series is me unraveling them, slowly, honestly, and without a script.
It's so terrifying to put your voice out there.
I'm trying to get out ASAP right now because I'm pretty sure I got kicked out last night. And I just didn't know because they don't speak English, and I thought it was fishermen. But I don't know, do fishermen start at 3 in the morning? I don't know, but this over here used to be filled with RVs. There's not one of them. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh man, what a night. Okay. I wanted to brush my teeth and stuff, but honestly, I think I should just go. I don't know, but I think I should just go. And I don't know where I'm going. I have no clue where I'm even going. But we just need to get out of here. I need to drive. I should find my phone though. I'm frazzled. I'm fine. This is what happens when you live in a vehicle. You do things that aren't allowed. You freak out. We're good. We didn't get caught. That's all that matters, you know? We didn't get caught. That's one nice thing about having a vehicle and not having a dog, is that you can be a lot more stealthy. And in turn, like if I was in the van, there's no way I wouldn't have got a knock. I think though that because it was a vehicle, they were like, well, I don't know, you know, maybe this person isn't actually in the vehicle and the car is just parked there. There's little birds playing in the bush. It's moments like these that I feel truly wealthy, when I actually am aware of what's going on around me because I'm not rushing every which way.
Like, how cool is it to see birds in their own environment hopping from bush to bush? They're probably looking for bugs. And I'm glad they exist because there's mosquitoes that got in my vehicle last night, and it would have been nice to have some birds to eat them. The world's interconnected. I'm always reminded of that when I slow down. It's beautiful.
Hi. Look at that tail. Look at you. You're so cute. Okay, I gotta go. Okay, goodbye. Oh, goodbye. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing, huh? Oh.
Camp spot number 8, I think. I don't know. I'm losing track. I'm so glad that I drove an extra hour to get out here. Look. It's just this place with a bunch of camper vans. But today was a success. Had a great time. I'm really getting in the flow of all of this, I just want to say. Of just waking up and not knowing what's happening and just going with the flow of the day and not attaching to anything. I thought I had gotten in the groove of it in the van, but not really because I still had my corporate job and I couldn't really settle into it. Now I'm just really settled. Maybe a little too settled. It's a little scary sometimes.